Hello and welcome, my dear friends. Welcome to the second live stream of today of 66 days of data with KNIME, day number 44. Yes, that means we are two-thirds done with this live stream challenge where I try to bring you from zero, you don't know your name at all, up to a data science level where you really can walk the talk. So, zero to hero here within KNIME, and today we're going to talk about box plots and we're going to end another section. But before we do that, let me just quickly announce a few things. So I will be on the KNIME Summit live and I will be streaming live, which happens to be from November 14th to 16th. So if you happen to be there, just make sure you say hello, you step by, you say, hey, thanks for the videos, because that keeps me motivated to do more great stuff like this for you guys for free. And also, why should you go to the KNIME Fall Summit? Because basically you really, it's a lot of good reasons. There are nice people. It's interesting and inspiring to you. But maybe the best reason, at least for me, is the training. So you really get on-demand, not on-demand training, but you get training with real people. Meaning, if you're in a visualization training, where I will be, for example, you can ask the experts directly, which means you have a superb value for your money. So if you happen to be there, make sure that you say hello and step by. Other than that, let me just switch the screens here. So see what the good people at KNIME have sent me. Let me just put this one on. That's nice, isn't it? I just don't want to look like Trump in that YMCA video. I just need to make sure that doesn't happen. But with that aside, let me just quickly tell you, you see here, and I'm certified trainer. I am luckily since this week a certified KNIME trainer, officially certified. And to celebrate that, I want to know from you, what do you want me to do on this channel? So is there anything like, I don't know, 100 notes in 100 minutes, or an ask me anything until all questions are answered, however long that takes, or a complete walkthrough from base to more complex a workflow, from empty workflow to finish, or anything like that, just leave a comment below and I'll make sure I'll do it. Okay, so let's just quickly head over to the screen. Let's have a look what today's task is. So here we are on the trusted KNIME blog page, data exploration in 66 days of data with KNIME. And we are in section number 7, plots and charts, multivariate analysis. And we are in the last day of that section. So day 44. A full component should be dedicated to box plots. Learn more about box plots and conditional box plots. With the data table created using stratified sampling, you can box plot single features one by one, or you can box plot multiple features altogether. In this last case, you must pay attention to the different ranges. You could normalize, of course, but then you lose the interpretability of the box plot. All right, so we're going to do a few of them. Let me just fire up KNIME here. So this is where we ended earlier today. We did that parallel coordinates plot where we saw which the majority of these attributes, how they refer in regards to our track popularity classes. All right, so, and by the way, if you want to download these workflows, and I've uploaded, I guess, more than 20 already now, you go here to hub.knime.com/Kowisoft, KOWISOFT, and let me just show you where you will land. You will basically land here. Then you click here. Oh, let me just show you on the screen. You land basically here. Then you just click on public. You click on 66 days of data, and here you find these workflows, also the one for today, to download. All right, so let's get back to KNIME. Let's just move this one up. a little bit at least, and then we just take another spin from the stratified sample, the 3000 line items that we have here. And first of all, we create a single box plot. So let's just enter box plot in the node repository, drag and drop it here, and connect it like this. Let's see, which item do we want to plot? What about the danceability? Right? So we want to plot the danceability. We could change some colors here. Not sure if we really want to do this. Maybe we give the box a little bit more funky style. So let's just have a look at this. Single box plot danceability. And probably you might have seen these box plots before, because especially in the finance area, they are quite popular. If you're, for example, in trading, day trading, share trading, or currency trading like Forex, you see these a lot. But basically what it reads is, this is the data area. So the majority of data lies here in this area between 0.4 and 0.66. We have some outliers at 0.98. That's the highest outlier. We have the lowest outlier here at 0.06. And we have the median at 0.53. So this is basically how you do it. And usually when you see them in Forex trading, you see them either in red or in green, indicating if there is an between, they are structured as time series. So you see a lot of them connected. And then you basically see if compared to the previous box plot, the share or the currency increased in money or decreased. Red for decreased, green for increase. All right, so we have a single box plot. Let's just have a quick look here. What else could we do? We could do a conditional box plot. Oh, that sounds interesting. Let's just do this. We have this one here, conditional box plot. So we put it here. Once again, we connect it to the stratified sample. So let's just put this over here. The category column will be the track popularity class, and you will see in a moment what that means. And we basically, let's just have a look at the acousticness, and we set this here for both of these fields. And maybe we, once again, how should we do it? Shall we do it maybe in this petrol kind color? So let's just have a look how this one looks. Oh, that's the background, probably. That was a bad color choice. So let me just quickly undo this. Reset, please. Oh, wait a minute, I said reset. Why don't you reset? So once again, execute and open views. So you see our three track popularity classes, low, medium, and high. And here you see basically the acousticness and how these 3000 sample line items basically are shared. So once again, that's a multivariate analysis. It shows in this regard acousticness in relation to our track popularity class. And you see, for example, here the acousticness for low songs is way higher as for high popularity songs, right? So seems like songs with a low acousticness seem to be way more popular, although we have some outliers here. All right, let's do the last task. Let me just label this. So that's a conditional box plot on acousticness in track popularity class. So let's just move this up a little bit. So I have a little bit more space here. And then we basically want to do a conditional box plot. But before we do that, let's just have a look at our sample here, because they said either we normalize, but then we would lose data or interpretability, or we use kind of comparable data. So we don't want to use, for example, the duration in milliseconds, which is tens and hundreds of thousands of milliseconds, and energy. That just wouldn't make really sense, because they should fit into one chart, so to say, and then probably the chart is too far away in regards to its endings, or its scales. So I would probably say maybe we take danceability and energy. Okay, so once again we do box plot, danceability and energy, box plot, double click, move it here, just F6 to go in here. We say danceability and energy. All right, let's just have a look at it, how it looks. Yeah, they're somewhat in the same range, right? So you see it here, and that's a pretty good comparison. You have a scale here that works for both attributes, right? The milliseconds, for example, we would have a scale here from 0 to 180,000, 240,000, whatever. And then these values would totally vanish. You would just see a flat line, because you cannot see the size of a box when it's 0.53 or 0.66, as we see here for the danceability, in a scale from 0 to 200,000. So that's why we want to take comparable values here. All right, so we see a little bit more, and you see the energy is a little bit more spread out, and also has lower lows and higher highs, if you want, compared to the danceability. So the last thing, let's just first the multiple box plots on, what did we have? Was it danceability? Danceability and energy. Was it energy? Just see. Yes, that was energy. All right, so let's just mark this one here bold, and this one here bold, and then we pack it into a component. Create component. Yes, I am sure I want to reset, and we call it box plots. So execute and open views, and we see a component with all our three box plots. And what we probably want to do to make this a little bit better prepared, so to say, for the very next section that we're going to start tomorrow, we make it probably, we wrap it in just another component and make it a dashboard. Create component. Yes, I am sure. Call it dashboard. Okay. Now we put this one here. Several visualizations of multivariate analysis, because these are all charts that we've done over the past few days, multivariate analysis. So let's have a quick view here. How does it look like? All right, we have already a few things here, but let me just quickly change one thing for the better. We just go into the multivariate analysis here. We change this one here. Instead of having it besides each other, we probably first want to have the table view, and then, come on. We have the scatter plot, and then we just delete this one here. And you see, that's how easy it is in KNIME to create dashboards. It's super easy, and they look pretty sleek, I would say. So let's just close this one down. And you also see we don't have to run the dashboard component again. We just look at the interactive view dashboard. And now we have our table on top. Let's just select a few of these values. Maybe we just go here to, I don't know, next. And we just select this song here and this song and probably this song. We could see them here. If we just look here, do you see these? It's these songs that we have selected here. All right, so that is one thing. The next thing we have is our sunburst chart, where we also have our track popularity class, right? At the very inner ring. Track popularity class 2, track popularity class 3, and then we have here basically how it's made up about the general popularity. Then we have the duration, and then we have the danceability as an outer ring. So that was the sunburst chart that we did. Then we have our heat map here. You see we have all the single items, and we see how these features for every single item relate to this song popularity class we have created. All right, and finally, then what we did before, we have the parallel coordinates plot, and we see, for example, that a lot of the low track popularity class songs also have a pretty low duration, but that they have a pretty high danceability, right? So then we have our box plots. We have our danceability box plot in general. We have our acousticness box plot for the track popularity class. And then we have the two or the multiple box plots for danceability and energy. So that basically concludes this section. Also, let's have a quick outlook at what we are going to do next. We're going to do a super interesting topic, guys, and that is plots and charts, time plots. Let me just see. Can I switch this a little bit? Probably. Yeah, maybe like this. So we have plots and charts, time plots. So tomorrow we start talking about flow variables. Super cool concept in KNIME. I can tell you, basically, it helps you to take your KNIME workflows to a completely different level. After that, we talk about the group by we talk about, what do we talk about? We select a certain time window and work again with variables. Then we'll create a component also. Then we'll create an individual configuration for that component, meaning we do not only consume data like in our dashboard, but we start to use components really as data apps, and that's totally super interesting. So then we talk a look at a line plot, at stacked area charts, and then we create a bar chart to inspect the evolution over time. And then we'll have a look at some free JavaScript code, but the good guys here at KNIME promise us that we don't have to code a single line, and I guess they keep that promise. All right, and that then will be day 51, so we're getting closer and closer, and maybe if you have counted it, this live challenge or live stream challenge, this live stream series will end exactly before the KNIME Summit. So yeah, that basically is it for today. As always, hit like and subscribe if you want to see more of this data science stuff. Yes, I know it's a little bit rough. It's not totally fine-tuned. We're basically doing it together. So if you like that kind of stuff, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and you follow me wherever you see this video. And I'll see you back tomorrow in day number, Day number 45 of 66 days of data with KNIME. See you then, and bye-bye.